Okay. All right. Well, we've got stock of the market then. First rates coming in there. The Nifty puts on a half a century. That's great news. 50 points higher after ending yesterday at the high point of the day. So good going out there. What's gaining? Bharti Airtel. That's up close to around 1.5%. Reliance Industries, the big boy in there. That's up close to around 1%. So both those two posts that Starlink, tie-up, both of them are higher. Good going on that front. Power Grid, that's up close to 1.5%. And BPCL, the decline that we saw around crude oil prices is working well. I think Avendis as well has come out with a note. They have upgraded HPCL, upgraded IOC, and they maintain their buy rating on BPCL. So those stocks are doing quite well. What's not doing well? IndusInd Bank. After yesterday's, 27% cut, it's down another 4% or thereabouts. So that stock is taking a hard knock. And I think there's a downgrade that's come in from Motilal Oswal on some of these tech-related names. And some of them are reacting. HCL Tech is down close to 100%. Infosys is down close to 100% or thereabouts. By the way, keep an eye out on Bharti Airtel. That's putting on good weight now. It's up 2.5%. So that's clearly the leader this morning, holding one end up. And the breadth of the market actually is very, very good as we speak. You have close to around 4 stocks that are advancing for 1 stock that's declining. And from the broader markets, BPCL was doing well from the Nifty. HPCL is the big move on the broader markets. BSE has bounced back. It corrected from 6,000 rupees to around 4,000 rupees. Well, today it's pulling back. And PP Fintech, so-called value unlocking, Street hasn't read it positively because they're putting more than 600 crores thereabouts, in that project, that healthcare project that they're talking about. So 2.5% lower on that one.
Okay, so it started off with a flare, and now it's becoming a little quiet, especially the mid-cap index. At one point in time, it was up 0.5%. Now it's about 0.2% higher. Let's take a look at some of the key gainers beyond the Nifty as well. If we talk about some of the big movers, there is Senco that's trying to put on a little bit of weight. There's HPCL, which continues to move higher, about 3% up on HPCL as well. These are some of the names that are coming up early on the screen. Let's also take stock of, IndusInd Bank and see what this one's doing. Look at IndusInd Bank, 5.5% down after a 27% decline yesterday. There's just no let up. And a lot of the literature that's been doing the rounds, reports, etc., murmurs. I mean, despite the clarification from Mr. Katpalia, clearly the market's still very, very nervous. Aside of that, all of large cap IT is still falling. Infosys, Wipro, HCL Tech, TCS, all of these stocks down. So IndusInd Bank and IT, these are the big drags on the index. And Lever is the other one, which is lower. Aside of IndusInd, by the way, the other banks have managed to pull up smartly. HDFC Bank, for instance, is in pole position, 1% higher, looking fairly okay. SBI is also up and about. Reliance is contributing on the upside. And now again, there's a bit of volatility. Again, look at the indices. Nifty is now 66 points higher, cruising along nicely. And the mid-cap index up 0.5% again.
Well, just to elaborate a little bit more on the technology names and the cut that we're seeing. So Motilal Oswal has come out with a note, and they're saying that the street was expecting FY26 growth to rebound because discretionary spending was cut in FY23-24, and now things are improving. Now in the coming year, growth will rebound. But now they're saying that given the uncertainty surrounding the entire tariff, sentiment has been hit. They no longer expect discretionary spend rebound in FY26. Companies, so therefore they have lowered the growth assessment quite meaningfully. So for TCS in FY26, they were earlier anticipating a 6% kind of growth. They brought it down to 3.5%. For Infi, from 7.5%, growth is now seen at 5%. From Wipro, from +4, it's now down to just 2.9%. For HCL Tech, from 6.6% down to 5.3%. So basically, growth estimates across the technology pack have been brought down significantly for FY26 and FY27 because the sentiment, according to them, has turned cautious from January to March. Enterprises are now adopting a wait-and-watch approach when it comes to discretionary spending. So growth estimates have been slashed. One more stock, Keynes Technology. That's the one which is plunged after MD has received a show cause notice from SEBI. I'm just trying to find out what the reason for the SEBI. So this is violations in maintaining the structured digital database. SDD relating to the company's financial results for the period ending FY23-24. So big fall in Keynes Technology, and that one stands out on the mid-cap.
Just one point, what a lot of the sales notes are saying, that this is a show cause notice. It's not a conviction of any kind of wrongdoing as well. For the time being, the street is not taking it lightly. Stock at the low point of the day, down 8%.
Okay, all right. So that's Keynes. another casualty of some issues with respect to regulatory misses, down 8.5% right now. Market overall has stabilized. Final tally as the opening settles is about 28 to 30 points higher on the Nifty, with the mid-caps doing a shade better.